Follow your lead.
Yeah, baby. Hello, folks. Welcome far and wide from the closest regions of right behind me to the furthest regions of the furthest away place I can think of, Southern Maryland. Welcome, one and all, to Characters Welcome. You may notice that's not Justin over there. We upgraded. We turned in our musty, dusty, broken down Justin for a hot new model. This is John Hudson, everyone. Hi, John. How are you?
Hey, everybody. You may recognize me from being on here once or twice in the comments section. It just goes to show you that if you leave enough comments, if you send enough angry DMs and threatening ones, you too can get to host your favorite YouTube live show.
And let me just get ahead of that before it even starts. That is not true. So go ahead and don't
you got me there.
Spicy or hot, anybody. But except unless your name is John Hudson. Folks, you might remember John from a video just a couple weeks ago called A Military Grade Love Doll, which is captioned, "I'm not your grandpa's sex robot." So John's yeah, it's true. John's going to be bringing us a grounded, kind of realistic, nuanced approach to these characters. And I'm really excited to be working with him tonight.
Yeah, very, very method in the character way, I would say.
I think so. Yeah, Z Core Zeppelin right there immediately. John Hudson, known far and wide as Mr. Shocker Hands. Yes.
Boom.
The guy keeping them the whole time, right?
Yeah. There's a guy on my favorite soccer team who lost his ring finger climbing over a fence when he was 13. He caught his hand on the fence and yoinked the finger out, and he has permanent shocker hands. It can happen to you.
Yo, he must be a real laugh riot at parties. That's amazing. Really incredible. John, also, folks, if you're wondering where Justin is, there was an accident, unfortunately.
Is he okay?
No, he's not. He's actually at Disney World with his family, and he seems to be, for all intents and purposes, enjoying himself a medium amount, because I got not one but two text messages from him today that said, "Hey, if you want to talk any business stuff, I should be able to step away for a bit. It's a light Disney day." And to which I responded to him, "Please enjoy having a family today, Justin. It's okay for you to just have a family today. You don't have to talk to me about Patreon, okay? It's going to be okay."
I want to know what a heavy Disney day looks like.
Have you ever been to Disney World?
6 a.m. We're on Space Mountain.
Yes, correct. Have you ever been, in all seriousness?
Yeah, back like 10 years ago. I'm going next month, though, actually, for just one day of Disney magic.
Which one? Disney World, Disneyland?
I'm going to the Star Wars one. So, yeah, Disney World in Florida.
Disney World, the Star Wars one,
yeah.
Yes. So he's trying to use the Discord as an excuse. Boo. This is true. He's also in the Discord right now sending videos of himself on rides, and instead of talking to his daughters. Justin, if you're watching this right now, turn this off, okay? Experience some Disney magic, okay?
Talk to at least one of your daughters.
Talk to at least one of the daughters, okay? Pick which one is your favorite. She already knows. And talk to her, okay? Disney days do get heavy, John Hudson. When I went to Disney about a year ago, no, 2 years ago, pre-pandemic. How long was the pandemic?
Million years? Or one, I don't know. Can't keep track.
I can't remember. I went there with my sister and her 4 kids, and I found new and creative ways to abandon them every day and do things my own way. And one day we went to and did the Avatar World, and we went at rope drop. Are you planning on doing that?
Whoa. I kind of want to now. I want to be an Avatar. It's all I think about. I want to be a Na'vi.
That's true. You are always chatting about being an Avatar.
Look at the color I painted my room. Na'vi blue.
Wow, look at that. Is that the actual color name there? Na'vi
Official. Wow. Just ask Sherwin Williams. Na'vi blue.
Sherwin Williams, huge James Cameron head, from what I've heard.
Who isn't?
But
you recommend it. You recommend Avatar World at Disney World.
I recommend going at Road Drop for several reasons. One is immediately in the morning, it's like 4:45 in the morning, and you're surrounded by 200 Disney adults who are they're planning, and they have a grim look on their face, and they're ready to push and shove to get to the ride that they want to get to. It's just all together makes you feel better about what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I crave that feeling each and every moment of my life.
Mm-hmm. Of looking around and being like, well, at least I'm not this.
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't even know what I'm talking about though, because I am planning on going to Japan next year. And while there,
Whoa.
I'm visiting Disney Seas or whatever it is, which is, I guess, the best theme park in all of the world, apparently.
Really? Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, if their toilets are anything to go by, the theme park should be really fun and high tech and uh, also cleans your butthole well, I would guess.
Thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go at rope drop so I can ride the toilets. First,
Yes.
I'm gonna make a beeline straight for the toilets. I know that there's gonna be a crazy line there, and I got to hit that up. Funnily enough, I told Michael Hartney, who's a big Disney guy, that I was gonna do this, and he sent me I can look back through my text messages, but he sent me 2 articles about like how to do it in one day, what the itinerary would look like, and he sent them
Whoa.
smack dab in the very center of during the Super Bowl. And I was like, this is very on game for you, Mike.
Going to Disney is the Super Bowl of being a Disney person.
It
It's
is
the biggest
true.
day of the year.
It is the biggest day of the year, and that's why people go back again and again and again, and we love them for it. Anna Barrett, what are you drinking, Eric? I'm drinking an Esther. Oh, you would like this, John Hudson, who has the English blood running through his veins. I'm drinking an English extra special bitter ale.
Oh, extra special in it. Yeah,
There it
lovely
is.
stuff, lovely old stuff.
Uh-oh, we got him set off. What are you drinking there? What kind of a British?
Water, baby, a tall, or as they like to say, water.
Water. And so that
Water.
is that, and the way you make that is you make tea, but you don't put the tea in it, correct?
Exactly. Well, you have to make the tea, and then you have to find a way to extract the tea by putting it through a filtration process, and then it's clean water. Yep, as we have on the bar. This is a bit of a Duolingo themed episode.
Yes, this is Duolingo. Wa'a, which is British for the freedom word of water, in fact. But enough about that, folks. John, everyone is here to see some of the best characters, some of the greatest character performers in all of Brooklyn, no, New York City, no, the East Coast, no, the world, no.
Bigger.
Yeah. It's
Bigger
true.
than that. More even. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
The multiverse.
Wow.
And so even bigger than that, one single atom, one single synapse in each of your brains, which is where we all live in, folks. And so I think that we should welcome out our very first guest and get people just into the spirit of what a character is. What do you say?
I think that's the coolest idea I've ever heard in my entire life, and I'm ready for it.
Yo, I'm all in on this Hudson. I'm a Hudson head right now because fans of the show know that Justin and I butt heads a little bit. We sometimes have opposite
creative differences. A tale as old as time.
We're a little competitive. There it is. There's Apple Class. We have different.
I don't like any of that.
We sometimes post horrible pictures of ourselves on here. Do we have a bad Justin picture we can throw up when he has no way to defend himself? Jorge, there it is. Look at that. He
looks terrible. What a loser.
Does that look like? Oh,
oh no! Oh no!
Like him.
Berries and cream, man. The little berries and a different guy. That is him. I saw that.
That is him. It's true. But Hudson, you're being so kind and welcoming to me. I love you very much.
That's all I can do.
Let's welcome out our very first guest. You know this person. You love this person. Once a year, maybe twice a year, you pull this bad boy out. Old, reliable. Let's welcome to the Rectangles that oversized beach towel you're about to get out of storage. Yeah!
All right, everybody, settle down. In T-minus 20 minutes, Mr. Johnson will be descending those basement stairs to take the entire beach unit out of storage for yet another fun-filled spring break in the Florida Keys. Everyone follow. Correct answer is towel. Yes, towel. Now, as your beach towel in command, I need to remind you all that for us, spring break is the enemy. Okay? Let us not forget left flip-flop. That wave came in just so fast. He just kept floating farther and farther out.
Mm.
Okay, roll call. Oversized beach umbrella. You're on air defense. Windburn will not affect this family. Amethyst goggles. Underwater protection front. Slimy seaweed is and will continue to be a real threat. Sunscreen. Radiation protection. You've earned that 50 SPF ranking, soldier. Okay. Now, we all need to make sure that we are ready on time for vacation transit. Remember, if you miss the minivan, you will be left behind to clean up domestic spills that the dish rags can't handle. I'm sure we all remember the Hawaiian Punch spill in 98. Now, I know extra large Life is Good t-shirt does. He's still trying to get that stain out. Sometimes life isn't so good. Okay. Next on the agenda. Once we get to the Tampa airport, it is imperative that you follow proper beach protocol. Okay? Beach. Be alert and come home. I'm sorry, Frisbee. Why are you laughing, son? Is everyone's safety funny to you? Well, then I guess you must have thought it was funny last summer when a bag of flaming hot Cheetos spilled all over Mickey Mouse towel. And then I bet you thought it was extra funny when the mass of seagulls descended upon Mickey Mouse towel like bats out of hell and ripped him to shreds.
Oh.
He sat there holding his own threads in for hours.
Wow.
By the time the dirty laundry basket showed up, it was too late. Seeing another towel lose its wrinkles like that right in front of you changes you. Listen, in the end, it is your job to make it back to this basement. To quote the great Winston Sandhill, beach time at all costs. Beach time in spite of all terror. Beach time, however long and sandy the road may be, for without beach time, there is no vacation. All right, assume your positions.
Yes, Erica. All right. So fantastic. Talk us through this costume, Erica. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's two towels that I
It's two towels.
Two, it's front and back. It's for when I'm on stage. Like this is front and back. So you really think I'm a towel, you know?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we can
I
really
still-
we can get lost in it.
I gotta figure out how to like rig this up.
Yeah, you need some like power. You need like power shoulders, like power suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get like 10 shoulder pads on each side.
That's smart, clever.
Something.
Really, really good. Great. I also love that you chose for this character to have a light Southern affect as well.
You know, I realize I do that with a lot of my characters.
There's just
It's a very funny voice.
Yeah. Very good. Do you oftentimes lose stuff on trips?
I mean, like sunglasses for sure. That's why I never buy expensive sunglasses. The one time I bought like a $40 pair of sunglasses, they broke within the first hour. So $10 Target ones all day, every day.
That's it. Yeah.
What you gotta use.
Right.
I love that you mentioned the Life is Good t-shirt because kids today do not realize the grip that Life is Good shirts had on fathers of the 2000s.
It's yes. It's those shirts, and it's the one with like what's like is it like Big Dog or something like that?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like a dog grilling or something, and it's like big dogs man the grill.
Something like that, yeah. The and one of the dad fashion brand.
Yeah, pretty cool. Erica, what are you drinking there? We've got a beer, we have a tea without the tea, and what is that?
This is iced tea. I love making just like an herbal tea and then just put it in the fridge. This is Tezo passion fruit and a lemon.
And so to make that, you make a water and then you make a tea.
Start with the water.
and you remove the tea and you add the ice.
Mhm.
No, the tea stays. The tea stays, and it's just normal tea
Well, how does it get cold? It gets cold because you add the ice.
with the ice, but the tea's got to stay. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't add ice because then it gets too watery. You want the good tea saturation.
You just want it cold but not iced.
While we're on this, look, this isn't. I'm sure people have thought about this. Why don't we have reverse microwaves yet?
Flash freezing microwave?
Why don't we have it? Why don't we have it? The microwave way is so easy. Why can't we just go back to the last one?
I'm afraid it would be too dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, but they got to keep trying.
So you're saying you put something. Well, like, what is it that you want cold very fast? I guess is my question.
Yeah, probably like tea. Honestly, yeah. like Erica, would this help with your tea that you had tonight? If you could, instead of putting ice in it, waiting like 2 to 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
I make like a picture of it.
Oh, and then you put it in the fridge.
Yes.
What if you don't have time? What if you're a busy mom on the go and you don't have time to make
oh, that sucks to suck. Maybe just that's okay. So if you make like a small amount of hot concentrated tea and like leave the bag in there, and then you add cold water. I've done that when I'm like, God, I want iced tea now, but I haven't made any in a while.
And Hudson, I can already see on your face that's close, but that's still not not what you want. Correct?
I'll take it to the Sharks. I'll see what the Sharks can do.
Basically, what you want, Hudson, is like a leftover machine. A machine that turns food into leftovers.
Leftovers, yeah.
Go order a pizza and you want it to be leftover pizza, cold pizza.
Yeah, I don't want it now. Yeah. I want it now, but I want it to.
I think that's a freezer, right? I think that's just
too slow. A little too slow for me. Yeah. Look, I'll work on it. I've got my little projects in the backyard. I'll tinker and tanker and see what I can come up with.
I'm very frightened about that. Erica, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? What do you got going on?
In September I filmed a web series. And I have an official premiere date, March 21st at Brooklyn Comedy Collective. I'm so excited. I'm currently editing it right now with my head editor. And it looks pretty fucking good. I'm so excited.
What's it about?
So it's based on summer of 2019 when I cleaned people's apartments on TaskRabbit. And just like the craziest shit.
Wow. And I love that.
Yeah, there are 3 7-8 minute episodes. I wrote it, directed it, starred in it. Let me tell you what I did have. I had a director of photography, a sound person, and an editor. And then
and you.
And me. And then other I had actors.
And you had actors, but what are actors?
They're scum.
Yeah. We don't even need to mention
They'll do anything for a buck.
That's so exciting. So folks, Run Don't Walk March 21st to the BCC. Use code characters welcome to get a full priced ticket. And check it out. So exciting. Well, Erica, thank you so much for being here. That character was great. It's always good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Bye, Erica.
Salute.
So much fun. What a dream.
Having fun over here. Having a good time.
Over here. Remind me to tell you about Justin hated this idea, and I do feel like maybe it would be.
I already love it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the end. Here's my idea. Are you a sandwich finisher or are you a half sandwich guy? When you order sandwiches, do you get the whole thing?
That's a great question. I'm honestly either 1/2 or a 75%er, I think.
You can never get the whole thing. Big Sandwich is selling us oversized sandwiches in order to charge you more for the sandwich.
Yes, $17. Yeah.
Okay, agreed. So my idea is an app that you check into a business where you are intending to purchase a sandwich. And then once someone else checks into that restaurant, you can split the sandwich.
Wow.
It's called Sharewich, and that's
Sharewich.
That's what it's going to look like because we're very Brooklyn and we're very app and we take all the vowels out of the word. What do you think about that?
I think it's a perfect idea. I'll contribute $100 right now off the bat to as seed money for a 50% stake. And yeah, I want a half of a sandwich right now. Let's celebrate.
Let's get it. A half of a sandwich. Here's the kicker of it is it is definitely an app that relies on you to settle a little bit. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna check into a place and I have to look to see like, oh, this person's planning on having this sandwich. That's not my favorite
Yeah,
sandwich, but I will have half of that sandwich.
I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah, this has got a lot of juice to it.
Thank you.
And a juice would go well with a sandwich. I think you could split liquids as well if you really wanted to.
Ooh, maybe. Ugh, a liquid. I'm like getting sick to my
I
stomach.
just don't even like the phrase of let's split liquid. That just sounds bad. I want no part of it, but I will invest in Sherwich or Sherwich.
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 God. And folks, speaking of money, you can donate to us if you would like. We have a Venmo account that keeps the lights running. It is at Characters Welcome, and it is a business account. If you throw us a couple bucks, it could be $1, it could be $5. A couple weeks ago, somebody threw us $400, and with a message attached. We will read that message live, which means Justin will get a notification that somebody donated and will stop hanging out with his family at Disney and will text me that message, and then I will read it live. So if you want to interrupt Justin's Disney trip right now, send us a couple bucks.
I kind of want to do it.
You
I'm
should
going to
do it.
send $1 every 2 minutes just so he can enjoy even a single moment of his beautiful life.
That's good. But in the meantime, I think we should welcome on our next guest. What do you think?
I think we should.
Yeah.
We actually got a really cool guest coming up. Can I announce? Can I do my first announce?
I would love to announce. I will just say it's just in time for Valentine's Day. Just in time.
Yeah, so if you're feeling a little saucy after the events of yesterday, strap yourselves in and get ready for the dulcet tones of a brand spanking new romance author.
Wow! Hello, I am Drago Mortis, author of the 23-novel best-selling horror anthology, Death Blimp, the story of an evil dirigible airship that gains sentience and terrorizes a small Massachusetts hamlet, killing indiscriminately but mostly white women. I have written over 96 novels using only my trusty typewriter, more Quaaludes than are way too many Quaaludes, and a thesaurus that I just used to look up synonyms of the word stab. But just because I look, sound, and write like a guy who might bite you for no reason doesn't mean I am one to be pigeonholed into only one genre. For example, I also have a very successful line of adorable children's plush animals, the Princess Teeth Friends. This one is named Dream Demon, and it comes with a magical wonder wand. I gave it to my nephew, and he loved it so much he cried. So, with the spirit of reinvention in mind, I am excited to announce the release of my newest novel and first ever foray into romance with Sex Attack. It is time to close the book on terror and open a new book on love. I'd like to read a short passage where our main character meets her first lover. Try not to get too hot or bothered. That is a joke because I am also funny. Ashley felt a cold shiver run down her vagina. Dr. Lacerate was as sexy as he was covered in scars. She lit a cigarette, appalled but in a horny way. He didn't blink, ever, and she liked that. She was sick of dating men who were nice. They always died. Crazy about that blimp, Dr. Lacerate growled. You know, the death one? I'm glad you're okay, considering how white and a woman you are. Hey, she said, putting out her cigarette and lighting a cigarette. Shut up. With that, the foreplay was finished. Their lips pummeled each other again and again. as she shattered off her bra, and the doctor hacked off his tongue across her nipples, causing her moans to spill all over the floor. There was no way he could stitch those moans back up. Those were lethal moans. She was as good as orgasmed. Penis filled with blood. So much blood. Twice as much blood as penis. And as he bludgeoned her breasts, Ashley tore open her legs and decapitated his member all up in her guts. He gave a sensual ear-piercing shriek. "You're coming me! You're coming me! You're coming me!" The semen hemorrhaged out of his battered organ, forming a soft, whitish-gray pool of viscera on the bed. The deed was done. "Well," she said, lighting up 2 cigarettes, "I guess what they say about doctors is right." But before she could finish that sentence, Blimp 2, son of Blimp, burst through her bay window and crushed them both to death. It does not think, it does not feel, it only kills. This book is dedicated to my wife. I couldn't have accomplished nearly what I have if it wasn't for her mostly avoiding me. Now join me next week on the Food Network as I host my brand new lighthearted cooking show, Casserole Massacre.
Yeah, what I was just thinking, by the time I get to the end of 2023, I think a good 8 of the 10 most disgusting phrases I've heard this year came in that last 4-minute spot.
Thank you so much. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. That is, of course, a love letter to the great Stephen King, who writes horrible horror and even worse romance scenes in his book. His romance scenes are very visceral and very aggressive, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't like
a little bit of the subconscious seeping through there, Mr. King. Relax.
I don't think that he can turn it off. That's what I'll say.
No.
Yeah. No. Kathy says, did you glue teeth onto that animal? Also, who did you kill to get teeth? This is Kathy et al. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever bought. I bought this. It's called a Fugler, and it is discontinued. But you can get them on eBay. I bought this on eBay for a price that should be a felony, and I love him. There's all kinds of Fuglers. Go out there and get your very own Fugler, folks. Isn't he cute?
If I saw that thing in the street, I'd kick it into traffic without a second notice. Not even a flinch.
This is going right in the reverse microwave, and we're setting that shit to 45 minutes. We gotta get rid of that bad. That's true.
Eric, a nice touch on your character there I enjoyed was that based on the rate at which you were turning the page, this guy, he's got like 3 or 4 sentences a page on this book. He's using big print, pictures.
I might have gotten a little bit too excited about the page. It's a book for its age group, okay? The demographic that read a book and go like this when they're reading the book. So it's large.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, people need it.
It's a beat treat.
We're getting reports, Eric, that Justin's in the Discord just sending his videos, ignoring. It's almost as if he's intentionally providing counter programming to what we have going on right here.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up. Justin is running his own show in Discord, but folks, you know what? If you're saying this and you're like, that sounds a lot more fun than this bullshit that I'm watching, you can join our Discord as well. I think Jorge threw that link in the chat, but please get on in there. We got a big group of people in there. There's a mac and cheese subreddit in the Discord that I hate very much. John, I was posting about you today in the Discord. You don't even know what I was saying. Who knows?
I gotta get in there.
I gotta
get in there and drop my mac and cheese pics.
Oh, Carly, thank you so much for this information. Honestly, fucked up. Not okay. But in the meantime, John, what do you say we welcome out our next guest? We're just having so much time being a couple chatty Cathys. I think that
would be so cool. Let's get it moving.
I'm so excited for this next guest. I want to say a character's welcome first. Somebody will probably correct me and say that no, it is not. But we will be chatting with this person after we show this video, but we have a character video to show you. So excited. We have a guest and we have their video. This is a great character. Let's all sit back, relax, and have a look-see at Lenora Dubois. Yes.
The goal brings you the true story of the biggest legend you've never heard of. This is the story of the great Lenora Dubois. Well, to be honest, great is a stretch. Singer, dancer, actress, spy. Lenora Dubois was horrible at all of it. But one thing she did do was clout chase. Today, we bring you her lost interview. Your life is fascinating, but very few people know who you are. Why is that? You do not see the wind, but yet you breathe, oui? I am like the breaking wind, a vapor that wafts through the breeze. Like a fart. I am not a fart. Born Loretta Mae Duke in rural North Carolina, she left her family pig farm with big city dreams and very little talent. Disillusioned when townsfolk said her voice was, quote, worse than a squeaking hog at slaughter. That was my father. Loretta Mae packed her bag and headed to Hollywood. That's when she met someone special. Sammy Davis Jr. and I had a 4-month torrid affair, but it did not last. Why? Because he kept leaving his glass eye all over the house. Everywhere I look, there goes a glass eye. I do the laundry, it's a glass eye. I get orange juice, it's a glass eye in the refrigerator. I go to the pool, I dive in, and it's a glass eye at the bottom of the pool. Why did he leave it around like that? Sammy was a very, very jealous man. He said, I leave my eye around so I can keep an eye on you. After her affair with Sammy, Lenora took acting classes with other starlets, including Eartha Kitt. Eartha and I were the best of friends. We were both auditioning for the part of Catwoman in Le Batman. That bitch stole my part. My screen test was impeccable. See? Pure perfection for le cinéma. You were indeed robbed. And that's when I decided to take my talents to the City of Lights, Paris. Lenora yet again prepared to pack her bags and live out her dreams. Unfortunately, due to a mix-up with a drunken travel agent, she ended up not in Paris, France, but instead in Paris, Idaho. When I get to the city, I ask the people, où est l'Eiffel Tower? Where is the Eiffel Tower? And they say to me, what's an Eiffel Tower? And that's when I knew I was in the Commonwealth. But still, I took Paris by storm and became the biggest star in the city. So when did you make it to France? France? Why would I go to France? I made it to Paris. How did you get that accent? What do you mean accent? Next time on Goss True Story, find out how Lenora went from the stage to failed harmonica-playing spy.
Wow.
Woo!
Yes.
Amazing.
Please welcome out the star of that show, Pavar Snipe. Hello.
Hey guys.
Enchanté.
Enchanté.
Oh, that
Good
was
evening
so
to all of you.
Yes, so good. That was really, really funny. Did you edit that yourself?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
I edited,
God
I
damn.
shot it in my apartment, all of that in
Wow.
this wonderful home studio you see behind me.
Yeah, we have a comment
Nicely
here.
done.
She's not French. Yeah. Yeah, that was really yeah, the vibes I was getting from the Ken Burns effects and the narration over top and the silliness of the story was so like Arrested Development. That's what made me laugh
Yes.
so hard, being like, unfortunately, due to a mix-up with a drunk travel agent, she ended up here. That's so good.
Thank you.
Very
thank
like
you.
Lucille 3, if there ever was a third Lucille.
It's true. Yeah. Like how Megan has a 3 in her name. It's
I
Lucille.
love it. There could have been a Lucille 47 I would have watched.
That would have been it. Yeah. So where are you coming at us from? Where are you?
I am in Fort Lee, New Jersey. So it is, I call it New York City light, 10 minutes from Harlem, if you will.
True.
And I've been here, came out here in 2020. I'm from Brooklyn originally. I was living in LA for a little while and then came back here in 2020 because #pandemic.
I've heard of it. We were just chatting about how much fun that was.
Yeah, good time.
So you ended up in Jersey, and you were like, "This is it. Sell me on Jersey." Perfect.
That's the Jersey for it. I will say, Fort Lee has probably the best karaoke you will find in the tri-state area. As the boy of the burbs myself, as someone who's traveled the GW to and fro the Palisades, I'm very familiar with Fort Lee, and that place rules.
Okay, thanks for the offline. You'll give me some tips on where to go karaoke because I love karaoke.
Yeah.
But like, I'm kidding about the shade on New Jersey because I actually really do love it out here. I was never an outdoorsy person, but since I've been here, I've actually become somebody who likes hikes because there's so many great places to hike out here, so many great parks, and so I'm jokingly shading Jersey. I've come to adore the Garden State.
I like that you're like, I'm jokingly shading Jersey, but your hobby in Jersey is to try to run away from Jersey. It seems really, really good. What's your go-to karaoke song? What's your like bang?
Ooh, I just did karaoke the other day. And what did I do? I did Reasons by Earth, Wind and Fire. And did I Saw the Sign, Ace of Base.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Well done.
You're really hitting all the genres there.
Gets the people moving.
I like that. You can't go wrong with some old Danish singers.
I love that. What about you, Hudson? What's your go-to?
You know me. I love myself a bit of Smooth by Rob Thomas and Carlos Santana. It takes two to tango when you're talking smooth. How about you, Eric? What are you belting out there?
I like to wait till the room gets really hype. There's a couple bangers, one after another. Then I hop on there and I throw them a little Hurt by Johnny Cash.
Sure.
I hurt myself today.
Yeah. You want everyone in the room to see the pain in your eyes.
And normally it's also my closing time song at the bar that I work at. And so I just think it makes people just really realize what's going on around them.
Yeah. Cry in your beer. Cry.
Yeah.
As you listen to this karaoke song. Another one I like to do is Torn by Natalie Imbruglia.
Ooh, yeah, good one.
Good.
Really, I will say, this is a whole other thing. I went to band camp in high school in Canada, and the counselors would do every year a like dance lip sync to Torn, and it crushed. It was like the highlight of the week. You've never seen anything funnier than a bunch of Australians and Brits in their early 20s doing a Torn dance.
And so and they did the same thing every year?
Because as the song goes, they like would add little bits to it, and yeah, they do the same set, and you're like, oh, what are they gonna do this time? It was pretty cool.
What a dream. Well, Pavar, when you aren't editing incredible videos and going out to karaoke, what are you up to? You have anything you want to plug or promote?
Well, let's see. What can I talk about? I'm currently on a DreamWorks cartoon. It's called Dragons: The Nine Realms. Yeah. So if you're a fan of the How to Train Your Dragon series, you will love this. It's set in the future. My character is named Angela Baker. She's a super awesome kick-ass mom and nurse and teacher. And that is on Hulu and Peacock. And I'm just so thankful I even got to be a part of the project. It's really fun. My son is actually Marcus Schreiber, who plays Junior on Blackish on the show. Got a couple of names on there, and it's a pretty cool thing. So I've got that. And what's else? I will be performing in the Just for Laughs showcase sometime soon.
Hey,
we'll win, but sometimes out here in the city, I'm doing that. And I'm launching a podcast soon, and it's called It's Not Even Like That. And it's basically a comedic look at the world of disability and how media and television portrays disability versus what it's really like for people with disabilities. It's going to be a funny little take on our world.
That's awesome. You have so much going on, and I actually cannot wait to go check out this show. That's so cool.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome.
Huge script on what people think disability is.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, huge congratulations to you. And I'm sure that this is not the last that we will see of you here in the live stream. Would love to have you here again. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. You guys are great. This was so much fun. You guys are hilarious. So yeah, bring me back.
Cool. Awesome.
You're awesome.
See you soon. See ya.
See you later.
That's great. Wow. So exciting. Very, very
good times. We have Zcor Zeppelin so hyped in the chat about new Dragon content. He's been waiting years.
They're like, new Dragon
Sorry, I
content.
don't know who you are.
Give it to me right now. Please, we want it. That is so cool. So much good stuff going on there. What a dream. Did kind of gloss over this. So you went to band camp. Was that marching band camp?
In Canada? No.
Oh,
It was really orchestra camp. I played the cello there. I played the cello at band camp.
Why would you have to go to band camp to go play the cello?
So you could be in a big orchestra with people. Yeah. Yeah, do a little.
So was it like during? No, I realize what that is.
Okay.
Did you? So you'd spend the day doing outdoorsy stuff and spend the evenings playing?
Yes, this is why I went to this band camp, because it was one of the only band camps you could go to where they wouldn't make you be a total dang nerd all day and stay inside playing music. It was like, okay, you can go like play soccer and do archery, whatever, but then you have to go to choir and do your like 3 hours sessions of playing cello. So that was very fun. I went there 3 years, and I wish I could go back.
Wow. Let me say, I also did band camp for 3 years during high school, but this was band camp specifically designed to be a militant, because we were a marching band and we were learning.
Oh, wow. Intense.
Routine. And so it was like, get up in the morning and we were on a field learning these things all
outside in the heat.
Yeah, outside in the heat, which I, Mr. Body by Milk, I wore. I was sick. Like the first year I went, I got so sunburnt no matter what I fucking did. So after that, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna do it the hard way. And I wore, in the dead of summer, I wore a fucking hoodie, like long sleeve hoodie, every day out there, and I sweated out. I just sweated out. And
this made you who you are today.
It is true. It made me who I am today, which is an ice chewer, which I know that is very divisive as well. Some people don't like it. Some people
you're chomping on ice.
I'm an ice chomper, and so that's
like you got cud like a cow.
It's same thing. And this is that's just another Eric fact, folks. Folks come back and for more weird facts about me. I didn't realize until I said it that is a weird fact, but I'm a big ice chewer. I love chewing.
Yuck. Yuck.
Pavar in chat says podcast will be it's not even like that, launching in the spring. Everybody, write that down, mark that in your calendars and check it out. That's gonna be so
wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get your
That's what they say. That's what they say when they say those things.
That is what they say. You know what else they say? They say that in this life there are a lot of what might have beens. And with that being said, I feel like we should welcome out our next guest. What do you think?
It's a great idea. Again, one of the third coolest ideas I've heard tonight, other than inviting out the other guests.
Other than inviting out the other guests and a sandwich sharing app.
Definitely in the top 5 cool ideas.
I do feel good about it. Let's welcome out this next guest, folks. Sometimes you got to live in the present, but sometimes you got to live in the past. And let's welcome out the son you could have had.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mrs. S. Thanks for the pizza rolls, by the way. Yeah, I'm just taking a break from downstairs. Your son, Kyle, sure does love Smash Brothers. See, my thing is kind of more reading and learning, I guess. I bet you wish Kyle was doing more learning, huh? I mean, just do your homework, man. Anyway, I was thinking Kyle would probably do much better at my house. Because my parents, they have barely any rules, and they want me to be some gamer like Tyler Ninja Blevins, and I just want to be Mikey. And I really think I could be the best Mikey I could possibly be right here in your home, Mrs. S. So what do you say? Send Kyle over to my bad folks, and I could be your kid? We could be mommy and son? Whoa. Okay, of course. You love your son, Kyle. I get it. He's my friend, too, and his total lack of ambition is so refreshing. That's why he'd thrive at my house. He'd be a middle child there. No expectations at all. You know, teachers have always told me that I have kind of only child energy, which is definitely a compliment. And that's why I should be your only child. The perfect little boy of the perfect big mommy and daddy S. I can see it now. Mikey S., Nobel Prize winner.
all because he lived in a household that values education, being seen but not heard, and having a PT Cruiser. Cool car! What's that? Am I asking you this to adopt me because I'm having trouble at home? Well, yes. To be honest, Mrs. S, my dad hits me up to play Beyblades with him all the time. And I'm like, dude, can't you see I'm reading the 13th Redwall book right now? I don't have time to play battle dreidels with you. And my mom beats me in Halo every night because it's the only way I'll know the gamers struggle. Your loser son Kyle would love that crap. Sorry for saying crap. Remember that time I called you mommy by accident and pretended it was embarrassing, even though it felt so right, more than any other word my 9-year-old mouth has ever said? Well, I would love to call you mommy on purpose, because I'm just a son standing in front of a mommy asking her to make me the luckiest son of a mommy in the whole wide world. No? No? Hey, come on. Don't be so mad in future, maybe, mommy. I just want the best for our family. I'll do all the chores. Or, hey, how about this? Just bring me on as a pet and I can work my way up to son. Let me replace your dog. That guy's dying anyway. Can your dog do this? Blah, 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 blah. That's me being random. Anyway, what's that? You don't like any of this? You're going to call my parents about it? Are you going to scold me? Ooh, scold me, Mrs. S. Send me to my room. Tell me I've been a bad son. Take away just one of my privileges and I'll be your beautiful baby boy forever. No? Okay. Okay, I understand. Yeah, okay. Sure, I crossed the line there. Such a shame, Mrs. S. You have a lovely home. And I look around and I see all the memories that we could have made here. Memories that I'll now be sharing with Mrs. T and the rest of the T family. You know, they go to a timeshare in Atlantic City every summer. Yeah, they rock. So when you see me, Mikey T, at the big town parade wearing a big hat holding the key to the city, just know that was the son you could have had. Can you drive me home now?
John Hudson, everybody. So funny. Once I think it's about halfway, once we're like halfway in and we start like begging, it is like an unstoppable force. Like when you're like, I'm just random.
Kids love doing a little thing and being random. They don't know what they're doing.
That guy standing in front of a girl line is so good with the mommy wants her. and here's the deal. No, listen.
No,
Chad,
no, it's not a sex thing.
I know.
Come on.
Chad is like, look, I'm confused. I think it's a kink thing. Do they want to back me down? That's because, Chad, your brain has been melted and reformed into a little dildo because of the internet. Everyone here is like, ooh, I hear the word mommy, I think sex. Guess what? There used to be a time in our lives where mommy meant something. It meant mommy. And daddy meant something. It meant daddy. And choke me meant something too. It meant, Homer Simpson's about to abuse his son. And
it meant, ooh, I swallowed a Lego.
Whoa. When Homer Simpson chokes his son for being a bad boy, it's not a kink. It's not sexual. It's a classic father-son dynamic. And that's what
it's bonding.
That is what this character is getting at, okay? It's just a little boy who wants a different mommy. That's all.
Yeah. Stop reading into the subtext. There's never any subtext. I'm all main text down the middle. What you see is what you get.
That's right. It says it's the way he was saying mommy and daddy. Well, okay, that's fair.
Okay. You've got a case there.
Like,
you've got a case.
Mom.
Also saying I feel like I'm witnessing a kink thing. You could probably say that about any character that's being performed on stage.
Except for mine tonight. Mine was definitely not. Zeke says dominant mommy.
All right, settle down. We gotta settle down.
The way that you say that, yeah.
We gotta settle down the chat. Come on, get your head out of the gutter. Go to school.
It's a kid who is sick of lax parents and wants a stricter house.
Wants some structure, some rules, something we could all relate to.
That's a real banger character, John. I would love to see that on stage sometime. It's really
thanks, man. And hey, gotta give a shout out. Was developed in your very own characters class.
Holy shit. And folks, you can take character classes with us right now. Sarah and I have workshops up. We'll post a link to that in the Discord. You can sign up and you can write your very own characters as well.
And next thing you know, you'll be hosting this show too. Again, after sending
after
A
sending
lot
some
of threats.
threatening DMs with some very compromising photos.
Yeah, you take it well though. You handle it well.
That's true. I did handle it well. I gave you everything that you wanted
Yeah.
immediately. Holy shit, John, this is the craziest news in the world. We have two big pieces of news for you. One of them is so goddamn sad I almost can't say it. And the other one,
tissues.
Get your tissues. And the other piece of news is it's a thing that we're not going to argue. Okay, it just is what it is. So,
like Shakira says at the start of Hit Stone Line, no fighting.
No fighting. Okay, it is what it is. So our first piece of news, John, is that we are down to our very final character of the night. Holy
a tragedy.
Shit, it is sad. This is our Titanic. This is our
The good times are over.
Okay, it is. It's so sad. That's all there is to it. Yes, spoilers, Z-Core. Thank you for getting ahead of it. The second piece of news is, why don't we throw up Z-Core's comment right there? Comedy is over soon. There is no more comedy after this.
I heard there's going to be a documentary on Fox about that.
It's true, and it's about how comedy has been canceled, folks, featuring stolen stand-up bits from people who didn't consent. Believe it. What a dream. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you see all the Gutfeld commercials during the Super Bowl?
I saw the Gutfeld commercials. I saw the ad for Jesus, which was great. But I love that Gutfeld's still trying to make it happen for himself.
I can't believe it, dude. It is so
what a clown.
Not funny. He is literally a clown. Not even in the good way. In the way that's so bad it's good. Same thing with Roseanne. Roseanne's stand-up special. Here's the problem with that is, and I'm very sorry, folks, I'm going to watch it because it is so funny to me how sad it is. The lines are so crazy. I don't know. Have you seen the clips of it?
Yeah, I think it's so cool. I mean, they have 3 jokes generally, and it's like, my pronouns are a helicopter or whatever. I identify as this, and then it's like, get a job. That's it. That's all they got. Oh, here we go. Here are the five jokes they have.
This Hudson is I stayed at an Airbnb upstate in a place called Tipoli, and there was an old game there from like the 50s or something that was a category game. And you had to guess the categories that were presented. You had to guess a list of 5 things that represented the category.
Yeah.
And this category was types of jokes, and these were the 5 answers. They were racist, sexist, Polish, sick, and limericks. Holy shit! What are you
teaching in your classes?
It's true. So level 1 is limericks, and you'll work all your way up to level 5 racist, and then you're eligible to join a house team. So. Good luck, folks. I know that you can get there. Roseanne is a comedian? Great question. But okay, enough about that. The second piece of news, there's no more comedy. So let's get him out here, Hudson, back and forth. That means no more giggles. No more
Dunzo.
What do you think? What's another laugh you think for you?
I would say a chuckle.
Okay, I would say guffaws.
I'd say a hee-haw.
Ooh, I'd say titters.
What about do we have chortle?
No, we didn't say it yet.
Oh, chortle.
I would say no more big belly, big belly.
no big belly laughs. What about a knowing laugh? Huh.
Ooh, just like a yeah. I call that like an anime laugh, right?
Huh. He's learned some new moves. Huh. Seems like you've been training hard.
No more of those, folks, after this very final character. But hell, why don't we bring out that person? What do you say?
I'm so pumped. I'm really excited to see this character.
Why don't you bring him out? John?
Let me do that with our next character.
I threw that on you, bro. Oh, really? Are you so pumped?
Where's my script?
Oh no. This next character is, folks, if you've got a washer, if you've got a dryer, if anything, if you've ever worn clean clothes in your life, you've experienced this. Yeah?
Oh yeah. I definitely had it.
Yeah? Do you know what
it
is?
I think I do. Can I say it?
I think you can say it.
Give it up for your next character. It's a lost sock.
No.
Mummy, It's me. The prodigal stock has returned. I know that you thought you lost me that day in the wash, but it was actually an orchestrated escape. See, I took my weekly allowance of pocket change, while Dryaball made a distraction. Don't blame him, though. He's innocent in all this, and was just following orders. So while he was bouncing about, I charged up on static and clung to the lint trap. That's right, Mummy. I got lint in all my creases and I loved it. Then, during the ceremonial changing of the loads, I slipped away. Why, Mummy? Well, you must know how unhappy I was. I realized to be heir to the cloth throne is meant to be an honor, but for me it was a prison. Dryaball, fetch me a brandy, will you? I'm parched. Sure, the top drawer is comforting, and there are those that say that I should count myself lucky to have walls lined with floral contact paper from Target and sachets of lavender and unlimited access to the rolled money in the royal rubber band banks. But these luxuries keep us soft, so we never understand how stuffy it really is in here. Dryaball, I believe I said no ice. Then there are the rules, Mummy. It's always remain spotless, fold in line, and stay in the drawer. I had to play the part of an obedient lefty, but it never felt right. To top it off, I couldn't even pick my own pair. I know Anne Argyle is meant to be my match, but she's cut from the same cloth, but just such a bore and so straight-laced. I could never wed someone like that, especially when my heart belongs to another. Yes, Mummy, that's right. I love Tina Toesock. I know she comes from polyester and not good English wool and has no brand name, but she makes me laugh. Her stitching depicts 2 rainbow octopi and the toes. Well, the toes are the tentacles, Mummy. But you wouldn't know, would you, Mummy? Because you haven't a funny thread in your stocking. This whole clothing line is so stiff, starched, and suffocating. But I'm a free thinker, like my uncle that abdicated the throne after the great tie-dye affair. He sewed his own way. That's why I ran, Mummy, to be free. To get away from all the fluff and circumstance and feel the world with my own heels. And I did, Mummy. I truly did. I saw the grand vents and felt the rush of hot air. I slid across the hardwood seas, all the way across the room, where I got into a row with a rusty nail. What a thrill! Hold my drink, Dryaball. See, I was snagged by the heel, and then I got slid left and right, and I did an uppercut, and then I tumbled round and round until I finally ripped away. I felt like a wild ball of yarn. And look, Mummy, now I have the most fantastic hole in my arch. I think it makes me look rather dashing. Oh, don't look at me like that. You'll wrinkle. That's not even the most shocking of my adventures. Under the couch, I met a pair of boxers who taught me that clothing can loosen up and not be so constricting all the time. We went to the wildest parties in the underwear drawer, where I saw things that would make a jockstrap blush. There were tighty whities with skid mark tattoos, French brassiers snorting detergent off of each other's straps, and a thong with the lace of an angel and a heart of gold. Don't scoff, Mummy. How do you expect me to be a good ruler if I've never met anyone above the ankles? That's everything wrong with this family. Oh, we never venture out of the dark dresser corners. If there is to be a future for the sock sovereign, we must evolve, Mummy. We must. We must put an end to these delicate cycles, or we'll become washed up, used, and continually stepped on. Why are we made of elastic if not to stretch? That's why I've returned, to bring progress, to update this whole wardrobe, and to take this collection into the 21st century. That and, well, the fact that I ran out of money.
Yeah.
Woo!
So good. Rowena Layer, everyone. So good.
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Chat's already saying it. 2 characters speaking through fabric in one night. Wow.
We're living large here.
Let me just ask this question because I found this out earlier. You and Erica are on the same sketch team, correct?
Yes, we are. We are on the same team, and we didn't know we were both coming tonight. We also didn't know that both of our costumes involved towels.
Well, I was gonna say, what a group effort here. Did you two help each other with these costumes at any point?
No. I literally today I was like, I knew her character beach towel. I was like, oh, you're doing beach towel. I'm a sock, but I'm wearing towels.
Wow. Incredible.
A beautiful thing.
Incredible. And where she had a slight Southern affect to her voice, we went with a slight Stewie accent with our voice, I would say.
We could call it a classy English accent. We don't need to degrade ourselves with Family Guy.
That would fucking get Hudson. That was so good.
The royal effect.
The royal.
It is.
So funny. Really, really good. Just like a fully complete piece. That took us on a journey. It was very, very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
it's
Pride and
inspired by
Prejudice.
the constant problem of that we, like you said, we all have. And I always wonder, what's that sock up to?
Where did we go? And look, John,
Where did
here's
we go?
something for you to learn from as a new comment in chat. Her mommy didn't sound kinky like yours did.
Look, this is anti little boy sentiment in the chat, and I will not stand for it.
It's fucked up. Rowena, where are you coming at us from? Where are you right now?
I'm in Queens. I'm in
Nice.
Jackson Heights right now.
Wow, it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color on the wall.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Alert. Yeah.
So I asked an earlier guest to sell me on Jersey. Sell me on Queens.
Queens is the future.
Oh,
now that's a slogan.
There's actually a mural that says that here in Jackson Heights that makes the grand claim, and I agree. Queens is super diverse. Queens is you got people from all over the world. Queens starts with a Q.
That is fun.
Letter, extra points in Scrabble.
Get Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn's a 2-point word.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
Old hat. We got B's for days, but Q's. No, I seriously love Queens. My husband is from Queens, born and raised. And so maybe he's like putting something in my Kool-Aid, but I really do love it. It's an incredible place. I think it doesn't get enough credit with the other boroughs. I love Queens.
And Jake
And you got
Lewis,
the
it's true. And Jake Lewis says it's where Spider-Man lives. So
that's true. That's true.
I was just in Queens the other day. I was in Astoria, which is the Brooklyn of Queens, I would say.
Yes.
I used to live in Astoria.
Yeah.
And then I lived in real Queens.
Yeah, then you actually I went to the Museum of Moving Image though, which has a permanent Sesame Street.
I was gonna say, did you see the Jim Henson? Yeah.
So good. I love it so much. And then afterwards I went to, I don't want to blow this spot up. Maybe everyone knows about it, but Astoria Seafood. Have you been there before, Rowena?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I used to not be. I'm from Colorado, landlocked state. Didn't get much seafood in my life. Kind of grossed out by it. And then more recently, so I saw Astoria Seafood I lived in Astoria for years. I saw it all the time and never went and never was interested. And now suddenly a whole new world is open to me of seafood. Yeah. I think I just I had a really good edible and ate some crab and was like, maybe
holy shit.
You're onto something.
You know what's so funny about that is I went down the dark version of your path when I was in high school. When I was like 14, I came from like Pennsylvania, also landlocked,
Yeah.
And just a very rural part that had no culture. And I had sushi for the first time in my life when I was like 15 or something like that.
Damn.
I
I saw the ocean. I saw the ocean for the first time at 19.
Wow, that is wild.
Whoa.
Side note, I just want to say that I knew you were from Pennsylvania, not because of any like whatevers. I knew because you say like on.
Yeah.
You say that, and I went
Ooh.
to school in Philly, and I was like, I wonder if Eric's from Philadelphia.
Yep. You're absolutely
We got a
right.
John on our hands.
I went to college. I went to a very small college that was like 30 minutes away from Philadelphia, state school. And
What was it? What was it?
Kutztown University.
Oh, I've heard of it. I have heard of it.
Yeah. A one. That's how I say it. Ones.
One.
So just to finish that up, so you took an edible, had seafood. You're like, wow, seafood's amazing. I smoked weed, had sushi, and I smoked so much weed that I forgot I ate sushi. And I also smoked so much weed that I threw up. And when I threw up rice, and I forgot that sushi had rice in it. And my friends, I was talking off the ledge because I was like, there was bugs in the weed. Bugs. My friends were like, no, it was sushi.
You're puking maggots.
Fish. This isn't fish, it's bugs.
You're wigging out.
Yeah, it was like never had sushi again, you know.
Wow, yeah, that's upsetting. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But a story of seafood, folks. Holy shit!
No bugs in that fish.
No bugs
Not down there.
Run, don't walk. Go get it.
Yeah, super fresh, super good.
Yeah. Rowena, where else can we see you? Where else can we find your work? What are you up to?
I am on the sketch team with Erica, Wilburn. You can find us at Wilburn, WIL Burn, BURN, haha, everywhere.
Nice.
I last time I was here, I was working on an animation. I finished it. It debuted at Brooklyn Comedy Club, but its digital debut is happening next week. So you can find me or follow Wilburn haha, and you will see this animation that Erica is actually in.
Nice.
That'll be coming out soon. And I'm also at the end of March, last week of March, my Boogie Manja sketch team, Mommy, Daddy, Baby, one word, will be debuting we're not doing shows anymore, but it will be what's it called? Digital release.
Yeah. Great. Let me just ask: so Mommy, Daddy, Baby, is that a kinky kind of show?
Yeah. Where's the comments about this?
Literally, just because there was 3 moms on the team, and we were every single name, nobody could get mommy out of it. We were like, everyone was like, hot mom,
gotta happen.
Milfs, mommy, daddy, baby.
Great. Well, yeah, it sounds like you got great stuff going on. That character was fabulous, and I can't wait to see more of you. Folks, check out Queens, the Brooklyn of New York City.
Just go to Queens, look around.
And we'll see you soon, Rowena. Thank you so much for being
here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Great job.
Oh, well,
well, here we go. Now time for the 2-hour chat show portion of this. We'll be here live until 11 p.m.
Welcome to Characters Welcome After Dark, where we discuss the episode of Characters Welcome that just happened. Let's start at the very beginning.
I thought minute 1 was off to a great start. You had some nice riffs, and
they were good riffs. Anyway. Maybe came in a little bit too hot, but there were a lot of good riffs there. Folks, we did it again. That is it. Thank you so much for joining us for a wonderful evening of Characters Welcome. Look at that confefe dropping. That is how Donald Trump would
hate that. I hate it.
Let's bring out the best tech in the biz, Jorge. Thank you so much for being here, Jorge. Thank you for everything.
You're so good.
You for everything.
Wow,
You're
nice
so
shirt. Very bright. What color would you say that is?
I would say that this is I'd say it's closest to teal, maybe cyan, actually. Yeah.
I was going to throw a little bit of an aquamarine from way downtown.
And I was going to throw a little bit of a callback in here. That's what the inside of an avatar looks like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
An avatar, that's what their insides look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do bleed red if you've seen the movie, so.
It's true.
But they come aquamarine.
That's true. That's Avatar come.
It is true. It's
true. Thank you, Jorge, for refraining from saying the word come until second 44.
We were so close.
Made it.
Yeah. Good job. But yeah, folks, check out the Discord where Justin Tyler is apparently live releasing videos of every goddamn ride he's on at Disney World. You can see us here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We are releasing videos from our last month's show. I'm going to drop a new one tomorrow on the YouTube page. We have a TikTok that you can check out, and we have a live show March 5th at 8 p.m. at Union Hall that you can check out. Tickets are only $10 freaking dollars.
Do you have
the
a
deal
link
of the
for
month.
that, or are you just making me go for it?
I don't have a link, but you know what? Folks, love finds a way. Love finds a way. All right. Hudson, thank you so much for guest hosting. You were so a dream.
I'm so happy to be here. I had a blast. Everyone was so funny.
And let me ask you here live so that everybody, so that it's on the record. You want to play some video games after this?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you want to play some video
okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just set myself up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you online. I'll text you when I'm in the lobby.
Are we talking about new season of Apex? Because
you want to play, dude? You want to play? You gotta get close up to the camera.
Here, this is Butthole Cam. Hudson.
It's
I don't know if you've been here before, but
okay, yeah. That's what it looks like. Wow, a disgusting end to a lovely night.
Wow, thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
I need my butthole hand to end the broadcast.
Don't know where. Don't know where.